everybody. We got a deck tech today with our buddy Josh Lyons. He was playing me round one, and this is his Temur Eldrazi list. Josh, tell me about a little bit about the list and what you got going on here.
For the most part, it is obviously, like you said, Temur Eldrazi. I got my cards in the mail today, and I threw something together 20 minutes before I came in, and I kind of merged a blue-green style deck for the Eldrazi that I've been seeing online, along with kind of the red aggro version of it.
Okay. So I see we have Eldrazi Mimic as one of the old heads, Thought Not Seers, Reality Smashers, that kind of stuff. So it's similar to like the old Eldrazi deck with Eldrazi Temple.
Yep.
But we have new cards with Ugin's Labyrinth. I see Ghostfire Slice. I see some Kozilek's commands in here. And then you have the Waterscape Battle Mage.
Wastecape Battle Mage.
Battle Mage. You have the Glaring Flesh Raker, which I've seen a lot. And then Eldrazi Linebreaker, which I've liked a lot. To top off the top end, we have some Null Drifters. We have a couple Devourer of Destinies, and we have a Kozilek, the Broken Reality. In reality, how often do you think you're casting that Kozilek?
I've only seen him once, and that was a turn to use it for Ugins.
Okay.
Casting him,
because you need a couple really of the Eldrazi lands in play, right? Like it's like a super late game play, but it's also something that you can exile for, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 exiles for the Labyrinth. That's pretty cool. Has there been a standout card in the deck for you in the main deck?
I'll be honest with you, this guy, Wastecape Battle Mage is kind of
Battle Mage.
Awesome.
I'm actually going to pull that out and give it a quick read. It's got Kicker. It's 1 and a colorless to cast for a 2/2. It's got Kicker green or Kicker 1 and a blue. If you green kick, you can exile target artifact or enchantment opponent controls. If you blue kick, you can bounce a creature. So it seems like a very like flexible slot in the deck. If you have enchantments and artifacts that are a problem, you can get that. If you have a creature that's a problem, you can deal with that. Has there been anything that you may have wanted to take out, something that was lackluster, maybe?
Lackluster? I'll be honest with you, these guys, Eldrazi Mimics were, they get blasted right away. Glaring Fleshraker is great, but everybody knows what he does, and he gets eaten right away.
Yeah, because he does he makes extra scions, and then he has the ability to ping you if you play colorless creatures or when colorless creatures enter the battlefield. Have you thought about the guy that's the cost reducer?
Yeah, the It That Heralds the End. I was thinking about using that guy because for a lot of the things that I wanted to set up is I'm very high and big on Ugin's Binding.
Sure.
I didn't play it main board because I opted to go for Kozilek's commands, which we'll talk more about those in a bit.
Yep.
But the big combo that I really think makes this deck really fun and really, really kind of gotcha moment is on someone's end step, you try to bounce a permanent, and then what you do if their board's too big, you can evoke Null Drifter to do
that's their whole board,
and it's a cash trigger.
That seems like a pretty good little wombo combo you got going on. How has Kozilek's command felt for you today?
Awesome. It saved me in a lot of matchups. I played our buddy Ray here with Minotaurs.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get rid of his Neheb, so he couldn't cause me to do any I think it's discard shenanigans with him.
Sure.
I created a bunch of guys. I've gotten rid of Burn. I got rid of their 1-drops with it. The scrying and drawing is awesome. And just even creating extra little scions or spawns to get you casting. Like what I did was I did this, got it for 3, had 4 mana. Next turn, played a Null Drifter.
Got it. So, I mean, it allows you to ramp a little bit if you make enough scions, and it allows you to do some shenanigans. Let's talk a little bit of the sideboard. You have Sowing Myco Spawn here, which is Devoid, Kicker, 1, and a colorless.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 green to cast for a 3/3. When you kick it, you can search your library for a land card and put it on the battlefield, which is any land card, right?
If you kick it, you exile. So if you play it, you get the land no matter what.
Oh, got it. I'm sorry, I read that wrong.
Yep.
So the cast triggers get a land, and then the kicker is you can exile one of their lands.
Yep.
That's pretty good. And then I see 2 Emrakul, 1 for the mill decks, 1 for just taking your opponent's stuff. Have you seen any way for you to madness that out, or have you been thinking about anything about that?
No, I was kind of putting in the sideboard just to see how well I can get Flesh Raker in and Kozilek's command to maybe see if I can get up there.
Understandable.
It really never came into play. My matchups were a bit quick for me, so
Sure.
I kind of had to play more or less a tempo and a control style. Where I sat back and tried getting rid of stuff and then came in with my big creatures at the end. So no.
Understandable. Were you able to use no Elemental Blast at all tonight to any good effect?
No, unfortunately not, because I never ran into any kind of spells where I had to.
4-color decks or multicolor decks.
Yeah, I was
That
all
makes sense.
single.
I think a lot of people are playing like single color decks or like 2-color decks right now. The Ancient Stirrings, I'm assuming, is to help you find some of the sideboard pieces and whatnot. Like
Yep.
give you a little bit extra dig. You got Chalice of the Void for like the low end decks.
Yep.
Like something like I was playing. I saw you played against me. That's kind of nice. Disruptor Flute for some of the like activation heavy decks. Yawgmoth,
Titan.
a whole bunch of things that are trying to like do some activations on you. That's cool. I see the Kozilek's Command, and we already talked about the bindings.
Mm-hmm.
Would you run this deck back again, same 75, or would you make some slight alterations?
A lot of alterations.
So you said cut the Mimic.
Cut the Mimic, yeah.
Okay.
Cut the Mimic. He's probably better in the more heavy aggro style decks where you're just getting the power on the board and you're going in hard with him.
Yep.
So I know we can probably get him out of the deck.
Sure.
Big thing over here is trying to fix the mana base. So I kind of, like I said, threw this together, going with Prismatic Vistas and putting in as well Wastes to help me cast my things. Blood Moons hose you really, really, really hard.
Yeah, I did play Magus of the Moon, and it was pretty rough for you. I can see that. 2 points that I would probably make is maybe move the All Dust to the sideboard, move the command over, and move the Ancient Stirrings over, and then see what happens. But like, I do think the deck is pretty interesting. We did have an Eldrazi Winter one year with a whole bunch of broken Eldrazi stuff. So I'm expecting it to come back. But thank you for the deck tech. We appreciate it, Josh.
Anytime.
And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Sounds good. I look forward to being here.
Take it easy, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.